Hey guys, what I'm about to tell you now, I wish somebody had told me before I started my prospecting adventures, okay? Well, I wasn't always in a great creek and everything. I didn't know that you had to go where the gold was in the beginning to find gold. I just thought there'd be gold everywhere. I'll tell you why and what I went through to save you guys from having to do the same, okay? Look at this. Okay, this is the Sheep River. For the longest time, I was exploring on that island over there, and then these two big rocks. I was digging and digging and digging and digging, and you know, it was all for nothing, because finally a very smart person that I know pointed out what I was doing, that I was wasting my time. There's not gold in every creek. Gold comes from sources. Most times it is the mountains, but don't hold me on it. It does come from other places, but most likely it's in the mountains. As soon as I went out to the creek that I'm in, I started finding great gold. I was happy about my trips. I was more positive, but I didn't want you guys to have to go through that. Don't believe the crap. Do your research. Figure out if it's had gold in the past, if it has a high potential for it, then go there and prospect. But please don't just think your local creek behind your house or your river is going to have a half ounce of gold in it, because honest to God, I dug here for 20 holes and I didn't even find a flake of flour gold. I didn't find any hematite, any magnetites, no quartz. So that's the biggest thing I can give for everybody in Pointer is do your research, okay? Don't waste your money. I was a fool, and I don't want you guys to be too. Hey, you guys can see the creek came way up. It's still climbing, but I know there's some good gold in this hole from the last video, so we're gonna continue again. I have the chain fall out and everything, but the lower stone from the last video isn't quite loose enough to pull out yet. So we're gonna dig on the top of them a little bit in front of them, and hopefully there's some good golds there still. Okay, so enjoy, everybody. I brought my Mel out with me again, helping me, watching my back while I'm out here. So yeah, this is the old miners camp in front of me. Pretty awesome. So you see I implanted another eye hook in to pull this stone at a later time, but it won't move yet. So you know, sometimes you got to dig around them a little more, get them to move. Plus this big one here, if you look right here, it's resting against them. So you know, in order to move this one, I'm probably gonna have to figure out a way to move this one. Now, if you ever have a rock that you can't drill into, like I tried to last week here and here, if you can dig around the back of it enough, sometimes you can put a strong strap around it like what I use, then hook that up to the chain full, and you can sometimes tip a rock out of your way. And if I could do that, then I could very easily pull this rock. Yeah, digging with a big shovel and this stuff, you can't. It's all rocks with beautiful gold material in between them. The reason there's so much gold in this creek up higher is because all of these big boulders. Over all the hundreds and thousands of years, gold couldn't settle anywhere except on top of them. You know, sometimes it'll work its way around the edges over so many years, but then it'll hit another rock. So really, the deeper you go in this creek, the better your gold samples are. Just show you this running water beside me. This creek is flowing high right now, but it will rise probably another 2 feet. Okay, I'm starting to notice now, yeah, the material's awesome around this rock, but it's a lot bigger than I thought. overall, this is probably a 2,000 pound rock I'm digging around now. So the only possible way to pull a rock this size, you would have to dig around all of this material here. You'd have to get it so that it's loose, and this rock's leaning on it. So sorry guys, but I think we're stuck digging around this thing. They're too big. This is awesome material. This stuff looks really good. Really good. But, you know, the pans don't lie. We'll see what we see, but this is nice looking material. That's a nice rock. Exposing more of it. Alright, I've been working to get this boulder out for a little while. It was sitting right here on top of my big guy. So now I opened up fantastic looking material now. So I'm gonna wash this big rock off real nice. And I'm gonna collect a little bit more dirt, and then we'll pan it up and see where we sit. Well, as I was cleaning my gathering pan out, look what was in the bottom of it. Now that's gotta be a good sign, everybody. That's a nice picker. It's just beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna leave that guy there so that I don't risk losing him. You know, even though gold is very heavy. I have my pail of concentrate here. It's about a little under a 3/4 pail. And I got one creek that's rising as fast as I can dig. It's come up about an inch, maybe 2 inches in an hour and a half, 2 hours. So the water's building up. I got this guy watching out for me still. It's just a fantastic day, everybody. I really appreciate you being here with me. If I impress you, you know that like or thumbs goes a long ways. Okay, there's the entrails from one pan. I got another pan ready to pan out, and I got a couple more left in the bucket still. That water's a little bit scary. Always keep a gathering pan, everybody, when you're classifying a bunch of material. Don't keep all your gold in your pan until the end. So I got maybe one more big pan here to do. We'll see how we sit. Okay, everybody, this is about the calmest water that I can find. I'm gonna have to go back in front of my rock here for the final pan. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's not too long a one. Hopefully we got some more to go with that little picker that was in my pan earlier. So I'm using the big ripples first. Get some of the lights off. Got a few rocks to pick out of there. A lot of hematite, magnetites again. Okay, I'm going to the small ripples now. Okay, all right. A little bit more and we'll see what we got. I'm down to just black sand and baby hematites now, and the gold should be underneath it. Okay, I think that's about as much as we can get out of there. So let's come up into the shade a bit. Now let's have a look. Remember, forwards and backwards. Look at all that black sand. Oh wow. Okay, so there's two nice pickers. There's well, that's almost 3 pickers and 2 flakes, bunch of flour gold. Always get the flour gold, lots of that in there. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Okay. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. Couldn't pull the boulder out of the way, but I think I've almost dug around him enough to maybe pull him next time. We'll see. It's a pretty big rock. I'm always careful that way. I impressed you anywhere, you know, tune in next week. That like or sub goes a long ways, everybody. So you take care of each other, stay safe in the forest, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.